My stats kids have a big project coming up later this semester. I need something to get them motivated. I need them to take this seriously, but I don't want to stress them out too much. I wonder how my attitude towards their assignment affects their stress levels. Would they be less stressed if I pointed out their strengths? Or would their stress levels increase if I were to emphasize the importance and difficulty of this assignment?
So what are we going to do about Dr. Freeman's new research idea?
She doesn't have much time on her hands. I guess we're going to have to design it ourselves.
I think she mentioned something about multiple time series?
That sounds good. Isn't that when you measure people at multiple points over time?
Yeah, and then you have manipulation in the middle, so you end up comparing the results from before and after.
But we're going to need multiple groups. A control, a motivational group, and a difficult group. These three groups are independent variables, which will be on a nominal scale. It looks like it will be a mixed methods experiment, combining both within and between designs. Since we're measuring a group over time, it's within, but since we're also comparing groups, it's a between experiment as well.
Wait, so we're measuring stress, right? Is that the DV? How are we going to do that?
How can you operationalize stress? There are many different ways, but we'll show you the best. Have you heard of cortisol? It's a stress hormone that your body secretes. It's on your tongue.
What?
Hey, isn't that neat? Just take a sample and you're good to go. Measure once a week at noon o'clock. Keep it constant and you're sure to rock. But the question is, what increases it?
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So we'll take cortisol samples once a week to measure our DV, stress, on a ratio scale.
What do you think will happen? What are we hypothesizing?
I think students will be less stressed after Dr. Freeman gives them a motivational talk. Also, their stress levels will increase after the more harsh talk.
Okay, I agree.
So what sort of mother stat are we going to use?
Definitely the ANOVA, since it measures differences between groups.
What's an ANOVA again?
We're back and ready to rap. A to the N to the O to the V to the A. Analysis of variance, that's our game. Whenever you're comparing two or more groups, this is the way to analyze your data sets and get on with the play. Word.
So how are we actually going to do this?
How about this? We measure each group once a week for a month before and after our manipulation. So it'll last about 2 months. Then we'll take the difference between total before and after scores for each group and compare those differences between groups.
The manipulation is Dr. Freeman's speech, right?
Yep. Then we'll swab each student's tongues for saliva. Ew. Every Monday at noon after class.
Don't you think they'll get tired of that?
Testing effect, we'll have to include that in our limitation section, which is looking like it could be very long. Luckily, there won't be any order effects to consider.
People could drop out, they could die, they could switch schools, all morbidity, which is a threat to internal validity.
That's just a limitation we'll have to accept and document.
What about external validity? We're only testing psych majors, which is very convenient to sample.
We can expand our sample to be more representative of BD in general, and get people from all the majors, but we don't have time for that now. We need to get our abstract in the swap us soon.
Let's do it!
We got the results!
You got your results. Now go write them up, APA style. That's what's up! Now remember, no causal claims, because this isn't a true experiment. There's no random sampling or assignment. It's only a quasi-experiment. Don't you forget it.
Great job on the research, girls. Thank you so much for helping me out.